All right, here we've got a derivative problem, and we want to find the derivative of y equals 2 tan to the fourth power of x. And guess what? Chain rule. Chain rule is in your future. So let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit so that we can organize our chain rule out. And I'm going to make what's called a u substitution here, and I'm going to let u equal tangent of x. Why? Because what I have here is 2 times something to the fourth power. And I want u to be the something. Well, what is that something? That something is the tangent of x. Since we're going to be taking derivative, I'm going to go ahead and find what the derivative of this guy is, du dx. And I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but I feel like maybe secant squared x is the way to go right here. So double check that and make sure. Sometimes these trig derivatives, not sine and cosine of mine, tend to sometimes go a little haywire. But here's the deal. If I let u equal tan x, then basically what I've got is y equals 2 times u to the fourth. Now, that's a heck of a lot easier to take the derivative of than this mess up here. And how does that work? Well, I take derivative, y prime equals derivative of u. Well, anytime I got something to the fourth power, I take the power, multiply it with the number in front, and subtract 1 from that power. So I've got 8u cubed. All right? Here's where the chain rule kicks in. I have to finish this problem off with a little du dx on the edge. Now, notice that I had a change in color here, but not a big change in color. Why? Because it's still part of the problem that we're working on. It's not some swanky new thing that we're trying to create to add in there or pull from some other problem or take 2 and multiply by 5 of these or whatever. No, it's a little derivative of the u. By the way, we already found it. So to finish this problem off, we would just simply say, hey, y prime is equal to 8u cubed times secant squared x. Now, our original problem didn't have any u's in it at all. In fact, it had x's everywhere. So we're going to finish this problem off by substituting back our u. So y prime, to finish this, y prime is 8 times tan cubed x times secant squared x. That's pretty much the only way to write this one. If you want to rewrite tangent as sine over cosine and secant as 1 over cosine, and you want to multiply all that out and have some big weird looking thing with sines and cosines only, you can definitely do that. It's totally right as long as you multiply correctly. But as far as I'm concerned, 8 tangent cubed x times secant squared x, that's perfect, and this is a baby step chain rule problem. Practice this a couple times. See if you can't figure out what should be u and why it works this way.